Hope you're all still awake. Late Night Mega here, and we're in the Gondolia rainforest. Well, this is more of a swamp than a... Hey, get out of here, Flython. More of a swamp than anything else. We've already fought the Muddy Hands. I wanna... Fine. Oh, this is quite the group of enemies. I don't want you doing that. Fortunately, sometimes they might call for backup and no one shows up. So that is a thing that can happen as well. But since we have, you know, a bunch of different types of enemies, I'm going to use Bang here. Bang is actually doing a lot more damage than I remember from, say, Dragon Quest 4 and 5. I also remember in those games that spells like Bang and Sizz, like the group and all targeting things, they have a chance of missing the enemy entirely. I haven't seen a spell miss yet. I mean, as far as like an offensive damage spell, not like a status inflicting spell. Those I would expect to miss sometimes. You can't have 100% accuracy on the thing and then have a balanced game. Or I guess you could have 100% accuracy on like the sleep spell, but then just make half the enemies immune to it, at which point any of the enemies that aren't immune to it, would that be something that you would even want to use a sleep spell? So that's kind of where I struggle with what I would consider, you know, balanced status effects. It's kind of hard to balance. And if you include more and more status effects, and if you go with the system of, okay, it's going to hit 100% of the time, but only if the enemy is actually vulnerable to it, but you only have a small handful of enemies that are vulnerable to it, and then you have, like, I don't know, 10 different statuses, like, I'll borrow some from Final Fantasy IV. Say you have, you know, the sleep status, you have pig status where you can transform him into a pig, toad status, transform him into things like that. Silence. Although, honestly, silence should just automatically be effective against any mage character. I don't care... I don't care what it is. I mean, if you're going to take the time out of your turn to use a status effect, specifically silence, I think it should be automatically effective against the mages, because you're not dealing damage to them that turn. And it would make sense for mages to be weak to silence. You know, what else are we gonna silence Muddy Hands? That phrase just sounds so weird. Yeah, Gameplay-wise, I'm about, like, 6 parts ahead of this. And let me tell you guys, a lot is going to happen in those 6 parts. I'm not going to spoil any of it, though. We're going to get a level up. Only level 6? Okay, well... We've got some skill points. I don't think we're ready to use any of those yet. We'll just accumulate them for now. Oh, actually, Jace has... Yeah, I want to get the Metal Slash for Jace for the next time we run into metal slimes. Yeah, and then this thing is going to... Oh, we have to press the button. We can reveal it in Miracle Slash. Yeah, it lets us restore HP while doing an attack. Yeah, okay. So I guess next, I'm just going to focus on getting some of the basic power-ups. Either that, or I could go down into this Luminary tree, get the Zap, and then get like this, yeah, get like this Strength, Agility, Resilience. You get all those plus 10s, because those look really nice. I think I might do that. Skip that plus 10 attack on the basic sword for a while. Oh. We had a Sparkle Shiny enemy, which means we can now ride it. And this one, well, it lets us fly/hover over. It's more hovering because You can't fly upwards with this thing, but, yeah. We can fly over the swamp water into areas that we otherwise couldn't, which is very, very nice. Checking around. Nope, don't see anything here. Okay. Back on our Hornet Fly thing. Hey, look, a treasure that we needed this to get to. A Seed of Skill. Ooh. I don't know for certain who that's going to go to. I kind of want to see what our next couple characters look like, and maybe, because I might be swapping them out with someone on our current main 4 lineup. Maybe. So, and I might want to save the Skill of Seed for them. So I'm just going to hang on to that for quite a while. We are going to pick up a couple more seeds that we will use. Well, we won't use them right away because I'll kind of be like, ooh, a seed, and then I'm like doing other stuff, and then I forget about them. But I do remember them, and somewhere in the next 6 episodes, we'll be using some seeds. Is that really like a thing to look forward to? It's like looking forward to a bunch of muddy hands grabbing you. I wouldn't want to be grabbed by muddy hands. And get all dirty. Alright, but yeah, it's a group, so let's use a group targeting spell. I must say, I am pretty dang impressed with the mage class in this particular Dragon Quest. And Serena is also going to be pretty useful with her whoosh spell as a backup group damage dealer.
Wonderful.
So I am really liking these two. I mean, it might get me to change my opinion on mages in general. Well, not so much in general, just for this game. Not in general for the franchise. And of course, since this is a 3D map, and of course it's 3D, this is a 3D game, I'm going to be flying around these areas, you know, probably some of the areas multiple saying, oh, we can only take the right armor so far. Oh, very well. Yeah, I guess with especially with an ability like that, the game doesn't just want you to go hovering all over the place. And we get some gold ore, copper, and iron. This looks really nice. A really nice view. I'm surprised there isn't something, you know, here, besides that crafting material pickup. Is this a weather? It's a weather cow. The weather doesn't really bother me. I mean, yeah, it's raining. It's probably unpleasant for the characters, but gameplay-wise, it doesn't seem to, like, the rain versus sun, it doesn't seem to change anything. I mean, maybe it'll make our thunder attack have 100% accuracy. And the sunlight will make it so that Solar Beam doesn't take a turn to charge, but that doesn't help any of our characters here. All these muddy hands don't help our characters either. We'll just focus on the hands first. Oh, yeah, Scorched Earth. Yeah, you guys are all dead. I love his bet power. I'd love to see any of you try to do anything. Okay, well, with that out of the way, I guess everybody else can just focus fire on the Restless Knight. Restless Armor. The Haunted Armor. That's another one of the Dragon Quest enemies that have kind of been a staple over the years. I want to say they were introduced in Dragon Quest II. No, they were in the first one. There was an Armor Knight enemy in there. Although it was a lot, you know, bigger and more menacing. But I think this iteration of them, I want to say, appeared in Dragon Quest II. Maybe it was the third one. I know they were in the third one for sure, but they might have been in the second one. We still got to play the second one. We got to play the third one. Yeah, we still have a lot of Dragon Questing to do. I have already played the first one. That's the only other one on this channel that I've played to this point. For those of you watching my Let's Plays, what in the world is that cat? It has like a face within its mouth. That is just beyond creepy. I did not expect to get into a battle with a creepy cat. We can't get rid of the Splatty Punk? There we go. Creepy cat kind of can dish out some damage. Let's see how much it can take. Okay, it knocked Veronica over. That's fine. It can take a decent amount of damage, too.
Wonderful.
And also, yeah, I tend to get lost and turned around and confused very easily in 3D areas. Especially ones like this, where we have stairs that are going up and down. So expect me to check my map a lot, and expect that if I don't pull up the map a lot, that I might go around in circles a couple times. And then still not find the one place with special treasure or something. I do think I get everything out of this area, though. I could be wrong, because that wouldn't be atypical of me to miss something like that. Well, those guys seem fairly weak to ice. I don't know. Seems like the fire does just as well as the ice. Why am I spending one more MP on ice? Unless something really is fire resistant. It seems like enemies that are resistant to a particular thing are more important when determining which spell to cast than if they're actually weak to a particular element. What I'm really just trying to say here is that the resistance seems to protect more than what a weakness would add in additional damage. I don't know how true that is or not. I'm just kind of like making conversation here. Yeah, we have a lot of different enemies. We're going to use some bang spells. But Veronica's going to show us how it's really done here. Yeah. Gain some MP back off of that. I love that the mages have that ability too.
Another one bites the dust.
Alright, and since we got the, yeah, we have our ride armor again. I do find it kind of odd that they wouldn't let us bring the ride armor from the previous section over to here. And then they just give us one while we're here anyways. Maybe it's because they just wanted us to seek out and find it. I don't know. But that's how they decided to design this. So now that we have it, we're going to try and go places. I'm going to try and not get onto battle onto battles, get into battles while I'm on the ride armor. Just because I can't get that preemptive, you know, little bit of damage in on them. I really like that. And I do see a noticeable difference when I don't get to start a battle with that advantage. Okay, yeah, let's just... Well, up ahead is Gondolia. I'm not ready for that yet. Yeah, that was the target. And if we come up here, we see some restless knights, restless armors, just kind of standing there. We'll slash him. Oh great, there's two of them. Well, let's take out the Splatty Punk. Just a Sizz will be fine. I don't want to burn double the MP on that. Not yet. Well, you sure showed him. This should take one out. Yeah. Yeah, we need to heal people up. Just because I don't want anyone dying in battle. That would be really bad. That's not helpful. The only pep-up power I've really liked has been that Scorched Earth one.
Veronica wins again!
Other than that, I'm just going to use the pep-up powers pretty much, at least for right now, as just a temporary boost to some of my stats. That's how I'll treat them. Hey, a mini medal. I always appreciate those. Let's not disturb the sleeping monsters. Let's not disturb Splatty Punk there either. Let's get our Hornet Rider back. What in the world is going on? I don't even know anymore. Fortunately, it's pretty easy to run past most of these monsters. And there's a target over there. I see the target, and I'm just kind of debating, do I really want to go after it? Like, what am I going to wake up by trying to do? Look at those two sleeping tiger cats we've got. Oh yeah, and I definitely don't want to be shooting them with the crossbow either. Can we focus on the target? How did that not wake either of them up? I don't know, but, you know, let's not complain about that. Like they say, let sleeping cats lie. Alright, just checking the map, just want to see if I got everywhere, which I think I did after that. As far as up there. I might do one more little... Oh, I see a glittering spot. A sparkle spot. Past gameplay me. Sparkle spot. You went, like, way far away from it. Maybe past gameplay me didn't see that sparkle spot and only... Yeah, we got that. Also, I keep trying to like find other secrets that aren't actually on the map, and I keep not finding them. But it's not stopping me from trying. Alright, well, one last little spin around this place. And we're going to... see, I found a... I love iron stuff. Yay! We can make iron things now. I have to craft some of that next time we get to a campsite. I'm not going to go back and try and do it now. Alright. And now we're in the city of Grandolia. Which... Remember when I said that, you know, this game likes to give different towns and such and people different accents? And they like to put that into the writing. And sometimes it makes it really difficult to understand what the people are actually saying to you. That's going to be really true of this town. I want to say these people try to be French. And it took longer to load than usual because we have cutscenes. What is with that picture poster guy with the muscles? Kind of bizarre.
What a beautiful place. It feels as though the whole town is bobbing up and down on the waves.
So this is Gondolia, huh? I heard there was some big
Did I say
stores to be had.
Grandolia?
Rich merchants from all over the world, ships full of treasure, you name it.
See, I can't even say the
And
name of
this
this
is where
city
you're
right.
keeping
You
your
know it's
ship,
going to be
Savannah.
bad.
The ship that you own. Don't tell me you're some kind of millionaire.
He probably is.
Come now, Ronnie, darling. You know it's not polite to pry.
Ronnie, darling.
All right. The docks are in the southwest of the town. Last one there's a rotten egg.
Well, we're gonna be the last one there, because guess what? We have a town to explore. Don't tell me that kid was from, like, Heliodor and recognized us or something. That was my initial thought when I played this. A weapon and armor shop right by the entrance there. And I know we're not going down the Great Sword path with Jace, but I'm not going to get anything yet. Gosh, most of that doesn't seem worth getting. But we are going to be seeing some really sweet-looking Great Swords coming up. We can also get on one of these little things in Valor. We're not going to do that. We'll explore the rest of the city first. No, I don't know what a cat suit is, I don't know what it does, and I'm not paying you 1,000 gold for it. Okay, he doesn't say anything different if I approach him behind the counter. He wants our money all the same. I know he's saying it's a cat suit, but it's still, in my opinion, it's still a mystery item, and I'm not willing to spend 1,000 gold right now on a mystery item. Mystery in the sense that I don't know what it does. I don't know if it's something I can equip. I don't know if it's, it probably is, but I don't know if it would be an actual boost to any of our characters, so we're not going to do it. Which is probably some great item, and someone in the comment section is going to complain to me, oh, you missed out on that late night. Well, I missed out on it then. 12,000 gold coin. Oh, yeah, he's offering 10. Oh, 1,000. I thought it was 1,000, not 10. Well, we don't have that money anyways. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't buy something not being able to see the stats or whatever on it for 10,000 gold. Even if I had that much. And, oh, there's the dock guy.
Can you believe it? This mean man won't let us into the docks.
It's nothing personal. The docks are off limits for everybody now. It's because of La Competizione.
La
Great.
Competizione.
So I guess we just have to sit tight till this contest thing is over, huh?
See, it's the only choice. I am sorry, but
there's
Signor Universo is
see it.
molto importante event for people of Gondolia.
I don't see an event going on right now.
Senor Universo, you say? Now that sounds like fun. Tell me more, honey. I'm all ears.
Naturalmente, Signor Universo is for men of all ages. The winner, he must be powerful like the waves, graceful like the breeze, and deep like the sea. La Competizione is the reason why Gondolia is so filled with the strong and admirable men in this moment.
Like the muscle guy on
Ooh, I love
the
a little
billboard.
pageantry. Come on, darlings, let's go see what it's all about. We can sample some local delicacies to get ourselves in the mood. I hear they're to die for. Well, who's with me? Come on, you know you want to.
I'm not that bothered about whatever silly contest they're having. But I am quite peckish. I'd love to try a few local treats.
Seriously? We're not here on holiday, you know. We're supposed to be looking for the rainbow. Right, Serena?
And this coming from Veronica, who, you know, wanted to get right down to business earlier, and I love how
so
Serena
sorry.
moved.
But I'm really rather hungry myself, and, well, we can't leave until the contest's over anyway, so...
I don't believe this. Hey, listen. We're kind of in a hurry here, and we really need to get to the dock. Do you know who's in charge
I
of
don't
this
understand
contest?
how you can just shut down. I could understand being shut down like during the
person
contest,
in the
but
charge
not.
is Dojo Rotondo. He is
not
in the
like
charge of
beforehand.
everything in our town. His villa is in the northeast part of Gondolia. You must speak with him. He is so much a kind man, molto gentile.
You heard the man. Let's go ask this Doge
But of
guy
course,
to let
in
us into the
typical
docks.
Dragon Quest fashions, we're going to have to solve the problems of this town and really help the people of this town before we can move on. There's what our map looks like. Yeah, we'll break these barrels. So yeah, next time we will be exploring this city. Kind of a nice looking town. I think it's supposed to remind me of like France or something, how they have like all those little boats in town and that. Yeah, that's what I'm going with. See you next time.